Good morning, everybody. This is Tuesday's edition of Profit in Your PJs on a camp here. We are at the end of the month. Today is June 26th, and we are just in the final days of a wonderful start of the summer months here in June. So I'm excited to get us started. We do this every single week. We try to keep it to a tight 30 minutes of announcements and trainings and just a great time to come together to work on the skills for being the best entrepreneur in your business, to be the CEO and to have a very profitable business here. So without further ado, I'm going to get us started. We are recording this. It will go up on my YouTube channel. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. That way, if you miss one, you will get a notification as soon as one of these trainings goes up. And so I'm going to start right away by sharing my screen with you guys and get right into some announcements and some content. We do start our morning, as I said, every single morning with this Profit in Your PJs. And many of us are dressed on the top and we have our pajamas and Ugg boots on the bottom. And one of the greatest parts about what we do for this business is being able to work literally from anywhere. And that's what we do on a regular basis in the cracks and crevices. So we're just before the 4th of July busy weekend. We're just 23 days away from our national conference. This is going to be a big one. A few of us actually were in Dallas. Some of the top leaders of the company, we were in Dallas. We got a chance to hear some information. We got to get the curtain pulled back, as I like to say, just a little bit. This conference is going to be absolutely incredible, extraordinary. It will be life-changing. And I always say that if you can get to this conference, it will probably take 6 months off the learning curve of your business. It could put you 6 months ahead in your business. And we really embrace you. Anything that we can do to help you, travel agent by night, Miriamite by day, however you want to say that, we really, really do want to help you, because one of the things I know is every single conference I've been to, it has changed me from the inside out. It has strengthened my belief in this business, which is one of the most important things you have to have in this business to keep yourself going and to keep others going, and really, more importantly, to radiate that when you're talking to people, when you're talking to customers, when you're talking to prospects. Just really radiating that belief is so vitally important. So you can't get anywhere else what you can get here. You can't get it on tape. You can't get it by reading someone else's notes. You can't get it by watching YouTube videos. You've got to be there really to experience it. So if anyone is struggling and wants to get there, all I need to know is that you have the desire. The rest, we can definitely help you out. And I know that I speak for all the leaders on here as well. We're just wrapping up our free for a year promotion, either the wellness collection or the VIP skincare collection. These are amazing, guys. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of customers that are still ordering because they got free day cream for life. And it really is a great way to keep customers really in the loop, because 90 days, guys, does several things. It solidifies their results, right? So it gets them to keep ordering long enough to really make sure that they get the results, that they feel better as a result of the wellness products, or that they look better as a result of the skincare products. And I say it all the time when I'm talking about the cleanser. You guys, it is probably one of the most important things to any skincare regimen, because it does pH balance out the skin. It gives you that nice surface that's so vitally important to be able to absorb, to be able to utilize your anti-aging skincare products that you put on top. So to get that cleanser for free for a year, I wish, right? To get that cleanser for free for a year is a pretty big gift. Now, one note I want to say about this, because there have been some questions, is that please make sure that the order is actually in this month's ADO and continuing on for 3 months. It doesn't count if it's not. So please make sure and be mindful of that with yourself, your customers, and your brand partners, so that you can really take advantage, and so can they. So I actually have both of these on my ADO because I like free, and this is good free, not icky free. Time to get real. I was actually going through my reports this morning, and I was looking through to see who is actually accumulating some of these dollars, whether you reached each one reach one or you did not achieve each one reach one. There is extra money here. This is extra money, guys, to help you get real, right? The company's giving us these bonuses on top of all the other commission that we would work for anyway. But these bonuses are pretty significant, and they're really compounding on top of some of the other bonuses that we have going on. So I was looking in my reports, and I see actually a couple, if not a few people that are right there about to get that $600 bonus. Several of them getting that $300 bonus, and lots the $100 and $200 bonuses. And I love seeing people run for these. I'm a person that runs for every single bonus, because if I'm not doing it as a leader, if I'm not trying, how could I teach someone else to do the same? So moving on, this is obviously the Fab's own contest. I'm doing this contest this month because you know what? I admit it. I like to party. That's just the bottom line. I like to have a good time, and I really want you guys to see, to feel, and to really experience what it's like to have a $1 million lifestyle, because every single one of you has that coming to you if you stay diligent, if you stay connected, and you don't give up on your dreams and your goals. And so if you enroll one brand partner between June 1st and July 17th, you are invited to this Skyline Extravaganza Suite. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely phenomenal. Here's a quick picture of it in case some of you haven't seen this picture, but it is absolutely beautiful. I only put this one picture, but the inside of the suite is 2-story. We are going to have a beautiful party. We're going to have the type of party that's in style, that makes you feel like the $1 million earner that you are becoming in this business. So please don't miss it. If your bingo card is full, just going back here real quick so you can see again, if your bingo card is full, then you are entered into the drawing. So there's several things compounding. Please take a quick note of this. Number one, each one reach one is those are recruiting bonuses. You can earn anywhere from $100 to $600. Write that down. Each one reach one bonuses. You also have this bonus, which is the ability to come to an awesome party. So if you're working on recruiting one for the party, you also are probably getting paid for each one reach one on top of the commissions. You're also working toward getting your bingo card filled, right? If you're getting your bingo card filled, there's 2 spots on here also for recruiting. So a full card earns you a spot in the drawing. Guys, why not you? If you believe that you can win, guess what? You might. If you give up and say, oh, this is just a drawing, it doesn't matter, then guess what? There's going to be less people in the drawing, and there will be higher probability that they will win and not you. So don't look at this as, oh, it's just a drawing. Earn this, earn the spot in the drawing. You are going to be heavily rewarded for this, or you could be, because I am going to be giving these 3 cash prizes to the winner in cash, green cash, at the party, right? And you want to be there. So $1,000, $500, 1 night hotel room, or the equivalent of that in cash. Now, as you earn your full card bingo, you've got to turn that into your upline, because they are going to be adding your name into the drawing. I'm not collecting them. I think it would be kind of crazy if I was out there trying to collect all of them or figure out who had your card. So it is your responsibility. I can't say that enough. I see so many of you on Big Bucks Bingo, like you've got your card filled out, you've got all these drawings, you've got all these little notes inside of there. And I love that, because you're showing us the proof of what you did, right? So if you're hosting a party, you're showing us the proof. Actually, you're putting the date in. I'm watching some of you guys get really creative, and it's so much fun. It just does my heart joy to see that you guys are actually running for this, because I have to say it is a very generous promotion financially. So I like to see that you guys are going for it. I want to congratulate Andrew Hawkins this week for having the greatest post. I didn't post the whole post, just the picture from it, but he is definitely bringing the fun to the RRP here. I love this. I believe this was Andrew's first results party. I know he got out of his comfort zone to do it. And look at this picture of him. His face is lit up with that red ball cap on, and he's got the big smile on his face. So congratulations to you, Andrew Hawkins. Special gift is going out to you this week for earning that prize. So I want to get into, just quickly, I want to talk about this. I've got some content I want to go over, but I don't want to forget that, or how could anybody forget, right? We're all running. We probably have lists going as soon as we get off the phone to run for the end of the month. And so these are just reminders. I'll go ahead and put this checklist up on our Big Bucks Bingo page. Even though it's not Big Bucks Bingo, it is important. And there are tons of people on that page. So time to get real promotion. These are things that you want to be thinking about, considering, and also running for, and making sure that you're checking off your checklist of the things that you need to do. So time to get real promotion. There's money in the hopper for that, right? Number two, your Big Bucks Bingo card. I didn't put it up here, but your Big Bucks Bingo card, you've got time to get that filled, and we're really running toward that now. Also the suite. If you want to get in that suite for our party, we want to help you close your Class A prospects, right? And obviously your customers. This is very, very important, guys. We are really working to help you build your business, because we know our customers are the stability of your organization over a long period of time, right? Keeping your customers happy, keeping your customers ordering, giving them options to continue to order new products every month, going through all of your customers. Some of us have had people that have quit the business, so those brand partners customers have rolled up to us. Some of you don't even know about that, really looking in over your customers and connecting with them. You know, maybe sending them a beautiful, or calling them and leaving a beautiful voicemail. Thank you for your, loyal, being a loyal customer with us. We just value you so much. If there's anything I can do, my name is, and just reaching out, leaving a great voicemail from time to time. And also these next few are really not only just thinking about your own business, but now really looking over the business of your team. So who does not have an active ADO? So what brand partners in your organization, and you can pull this up through your ADO tracker. If you don't know how to do this, I'd love to hear from you guys, because I think it might be valuable to do a reports, maybe a reports Zoom, and really kind of help you walk through reports. We've done them from time to time. There are a couple up on my YouTube channel, but we might go ahead and do that again next month. I know Libby Saunders, you are listening in, because I saw you jump on. We may nominate you because you're so good with reports. But back to this, who does not have an active ADO, right? Very important, guys, because not having an active ADO and not having enough personally qualified volume in terms of your own volume and customers could keep you from earning a check. It actually keeps people from ranking. Like one little ADO could change a brand partner's status and get them some residual income, right? Who can we get to the next rank? So take a look. We know the ranks of our numbers. Senior brand partner, 1,500 in volume. We know that director, 4,500 in volume, right? Somebody might be really close, but the structure's off. And so they might need just one ADO. And you guys, if you see any of that and you don't know how to run those reports, don't be like me. I was the girl in the beginning who didn't want to ask, because I didn't want to feel I didn't want anyone to know that I didn't know. And so a lot of times I didn't even ask the question. So ask us, we'll help you with this, with it. Who can become 3-year free qualified? Part of the reason that I put those boxes on the Big Bucks Bingo is because I wanted you to draw attention to that every single month. It's very important. Show your brand partner, show your new brand partner what that is, where to find it. And you really want to max out those 3-year free credits. Who might need to be placed? Who is in your placement suite that you recruited or somebody on your team recruited? You've got to watch out for them too, because guys, watching out for your team really does watch out for you. But watching out for them first is a sign of love. Calling somebody, texting them, saying, you know, you need this, you just need a little bit more to get to this place. Or, hey, you've got somebody in your placement suite that needs to be moved. Those are things a good leader does. Those are things a good friend does, right? Those are things that you want to be doing monthly that are very, very important. I want to show you something now. Hopefully, I haven't, oh, it has. My back office has closed down, but I do want to show you something. And I want to bring this to your attention because this is something that we've been doing quite a bit, and I talk about it. Some people don't know how to do it. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull up a customer that's in my customer database. Just happened to be somebody that I randomly saw. I check this out from time to time. Many of you could check this out regularly. So let me type this in here and show you what I'm talking about. I'll share my screen again in one sec. Searching, searching. It's coming, it's thinking. I have a lot of customers, so it has a lot of thinking to do over here. Okay, so let me share my screen with you so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so how I got here was I logged into my back office and I had to move some things around so I can see. Okay, I logged into my back office. I went to my business and I went over to the left-hand column that you see here, and I changed this field right here from my brand partners to my customers. Now there's a big long list of customers. I have a giant list here, but I purposely typed in this woman Heather's name. And I typed her in because she was a customer that I ran across just randomly. I happened to be just going through and kind of looking. So what I do is I go to the customer and then I go to her customer overview. Now there's some things I can see here for those of you that don't know. I can click on this and I can see her profile. I can see where she lives. I can see what her website is. I can see her email and her phone number, but I want to look at her customer overview. And what I'm looking for here is I'm looking over here. One of the first things I look at is lifetime CV, what her customer volume was lifetime. But I look over here specifically in this column because I can see that she's has some recent orders. And when I opened this one up, I was blown away because what I could see was 107, 286, 329, 286. These are big orders. Look at this one on April 29th. $487. Okay, these are big orders. And so I remembered her big order. She wasn't really interested in becoming a brand partner at the time. I'm like, okay, well, I think that's kind of crazy, but all right. But I went back in here to kind of look because I had to be honest, I'm super busy. I had not looked at this particular person. And I figured with that big order, honestly, I just thought in my head that that would last her for a while and she wasn't going to spend any more money right away. But sure enough, she has. And if you go click on some of these and you go and you look at these dates, guys, she shipped on June 23rd. She shipped on June 18th. These are big amounts, over $500 here in orders in the same month. This month, June 25th, she placed another order. These are big orders. So you can go in here if you didn't already know this and look. You can click on this order number, order ID number here, and you can look at what her order ID, what's on her order. She ordered the advanced skincare set, right? and I can see that how much she paid exactly and what happened here. Now, the reason that this is so significant, so it doesn't have to be these big orders. I just happen to see this one, so I'm using this as an example. Some of you already do this, but many of you don't. And more importantly, you haven't thought to help your brand partners do the same thing. But this, what I'm about to teach you is, or share with you, has been the difference of taking customers and upgrading to brand partners, because I hear it every day. And how many of you hear it with your team, where people say, oh my gosh, well, I'm really good at getting customers, but I'm not really good at getting brand partners, and this is a way. So even if these are smaller orders, a bottle of night cream, you know, our advanced skincare set, or anything in between, this is an effective way to call the customer. So you want to call the customer, you want to reach out, and you want to say, in this case, hey, Heather, oh my gosh, I just wanted to connect with you. Or, you know, most importantly, text them first. OMG, I have something to share with you. When can you talk? Use your texting to get a time to talk. And I want to just insert here the 3 most important things about texting. Number 1, your text message is short. Number 2, your text message elicits curiosity. And number 3, your text message always ends in a question, because you need them to come back and engage with you. So number 1, that it piques interest. Number 2, that it's short. Number 3, that it ends in a question. So in this case, I might text her and say, hey, Heather, OMG, you're not going to believe what I just saw. I've got something to share with you. When can you talk? Right? When can you talk? So that they come back and tell you when they can talk. Guys, you want them to tell you that because you want to be able to talk to them. If you pick up the phone, there's always that awkward thing. Do I leave a message? Don't I leave a message? Okay, so you're going to call her and you're going to say, okay, you know, Heather, and I highly recommend that this is a 3-way call. So if Heather has texted me back and Heather has given me a time, I'm going to let somebody in my upline know, Heather, I have somebody that I'm going to talk to this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Are you available? Yes. Maybe I might group text several people and ask them, guys, I do 3-way calls. I still do 3-way calls. I'll even ask a yepper to do a 3-way call for me if I need a yepper. So you're gonna get her the time. You're gonna get somebody to back you up on a 3-way call. You're gonna get Heather on the phone and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking the call. I first of all just wanted to reach out and thank you for being such a loyal customer, you know, over the last X amount of time. And I want you guys to go into this recent order sheet form, this recent order spot here, and I want you to add this all up, because I was working with the team in Virginia. Incidentally, what an amazing weekend in Virginia. How fun to be able to go and work with the team in another state. They were just on fire. There was so much great energy. And we worked with a couple of brand partners with this, and we were very successful with working through this. So add up their orders, and you're going to say, hey, Heather, I just want to thank you for being a loyal customer. Oh my gosh, I'm just so honored to work with you. I noticed you've bought, you know, and then name off the things they've bought. You've tried the Luma Boost, you've tried the night cream, the day cream, you've tried the eye serum, you've tried the eye patches. And you know what? I was working with one of my business partner who's, oh my gosh, just one of my greatest friends. And she actually was showing me back here how much you've spent. Did you know that in the last 9 months, or in the last 2 years, in the last 60 days, or in the last whatever it is, do you know that you've spent over, I don't even know what this is, 3, 6, 9, 12, 1,500, 2,000. This particular gal has spent over $2,000 since April, you guys. This is a big one. Okay, it's a random example, and all examples are not this big. But if you say to somebody, you know, you've spent over X amount of money in the last X amount of time, you know, I had a woman say to me, oh my gosh, don't tell my husband. Don't tell my husband that. But if you go in here and start out by thanking them and just say, you have to hear this from my business partner. Hold on a second. Let me get her on the line, because you've got to hear what she just said to me. And then if you 3-way call in your expert, those of us that are the experts on the line are going to say, gosh, Heather, thank you so much for your loyalty as a customer. I see that you've tried everything here. I first and foremost want to thank you because, you know, my friend Anna is such a great person and she works so hard at this business. And I just want to thank you for supporting her and for loving our products. And I might say as the expert, what product did you like best? I might engage with her. But what I'm going to end up getting to in this conversation is we have this saying here at Nerium, and I'm always kind of funny about this. We have this saying here at Nerium, friends never let friends pay for their products, especially spend as much as you've spent when we know that we can help you get your products for free. Would you be interested in hearing more about how we can help you get your products for free? That's the money question. That's the closing question. Would you be interested in hearing about how we can help you get those products for free? Would you be interested in that? And most people say yes. Rarely does someone say no. And so we've used this technique, your upline, your sideline, your crossline, your quote unquote expert, you're a person other than you can do this much more effectively than you can do this. And I wanted to show you guys this because it's vitally important that you care for your customers, right? That you call them every single month, that you just engage with them, even if it's just bonding and working and continuing the relationship, but caring about them enough to say, oh gosh, you still have some night cream left? Well, you know, you can't see inside that bottle, so we're not sure how much is left in there. And typically you run out, you know, ask them how much they're using. If they're using 3-4 pumps, they're probably going to run out. But if they don't want that, you know, maybe say, hey, listen, what about the advanced skincare special? What about, the VIP collection special? What about the wellness bundle? What about trying some eye patches? Oh my gosh, you haven't used our cleanser yet, it's new. And then guys, every single person you talk to right now, every single person you talk to right now goes in your follow-up for right after conference. Why? Because you have a new reason to talk to them. We're going to get new products. We're going to get new incentives. There's going to be a new trip announced to a place we've never been, a country we've never been. So all of these things are going to be new things to talk to your prospects about. So say, hey, listen, we're just having our national conference. Would it be okay if I just followed up with you? Ask for permission after the conference. Would it be okay if I just followed up with you after the conference? Ask that question. Nobody says no. Nobody says no. Would it be okay if I just updated you on what's going on? Yes, get a yes, and then make sure you put them in your follow-up. Over the next couple of weeks, I am going to do a training on follow-up. I find that this is a place that we really, really struggle, but right now we're at the end of the month. And so I want to just stop this share. I want to go back to a different screen share here real quick and wrap this up for us today. And it is right here. Hang on. Modern technology. I don't think you guys can see that yet, but one second while I get back to where I was so we can show you guys. There we go. Let me share the screen. Here it is. I love this saying. Actually, Annie Schwartz shared this yesterday on her Zoom, and it's this: if you want to have more, you have to become more. For things to improve, you have to improve. For things to get better, you have to get better. For things to change, you have to change. And when you change, everything changes for you. So this is from the late, great Jim Rohn. I just adore him. I've gone to school with him over and over and over. And I watched a video from Darren Hardy, and I want to share this with you because I think this is so vitally important as we close out the month. Small choices compounded amount to big things was the title of this. And he says, what separates people who have big success from the masses? What separates people from the people that are on covers of magazines, from the people who have done greatness, from the billionaires, from the millionaires, from the people who have what it is that all of us want, right? What separates those people? He says, success is not the result of heroic feats. Every successful person, he says, that I've ever known has gone through bloodshed, failure, rejection, and hardship. The more successful they are, the more humbled and gracious and kind they've become because they know what it took to get there. No heroic feats, not heroic feats. It's not the grand acts of bravery. It's not the quantum leaps, because there's no way to skip the simple steps that take us to greatness. Small, seemingly insignificant, moment-to-moment choices that in the very act seem like they will make no difference at all. Sound familiar, right? Hamburgers and fries for lunch, or are you going to order the salad? Do you order ice cream, or do you order the bowl of fruit? Do you go to the gym after work, or do you say, nah, I think I'm going to take a break? When your children or your husband or wife want some attention, do you turn that cold shoulder, or do you stop and embrace the moment? Do you decide to make a few extra prospecting calls, or do you decide to call it a day? Small choices add up to big, positive, extraordinary results compounded over time. The small choices create the great things in your life. I love this. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I really believe that it is just that. Even our CEO and founder who wrote The Slight Edge knows that. We've all read it. And so I want to really encourage you today, close the month strong. Go out there, really finish out strong. You guys, if you think you can, you can't. If you think you can't, you're right. I know you can. Go out and make it a great day. Show up in your life. We've got a few days left to close out the month. Please make sure you get to Vegas in 23 days. I'll have a chance to see you and hug your little neck. Be great in all that you do today. Show up and be fabulous. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Anna.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks, Anna.
Have a blessed day.
Thanks, Anna. Have a great day.
Thank you, Anna. Wait to see you.
Thanks, Anna.